There it is, the launch of the DBX 707. Now I've made 2 or 3 videos about this car already. I'm lucky to be the only Malaysian journalist that's being flown to the international launch, and I'm very lucky for that, and also the only one to have driven it. Just want to recap, this car drives unlike the normal DBX 550. Alright, it is more comfortable, it is way faster, corners flatter, and is pliant. It is basically within a short period of 2 years, they improved everything about this car. Now, key of which is late 2020, Aston Martin went to AMG and signed a contract with AMG. Why? They say, we want this contract to be put in place so that we can do whatever we want to the engine, and AMG obliged. So Aston Martin went back, they throw the turbos away, they change a lot of stuff on this car, and even the transmission, they designed their own wet plate clutch. Okay, so now the clutch is able to handle 900 Newton meters of torque, even more, but also the response is so quick. Alright, it is super quick, it's not jerky at all, and then it clamps in really fast when you shift the gears. Also, it has a manual mode that doesn't have automatic overriding. That means you can go full manual in this car. Alright, and then it has strengthened rear differential, strengthened long shaft, carbon shaft, and then a lot of improvements are being made to the drivetrain to allow it to basically, you can drift the car, you can slide the car. It's that kind of capability. Alright, now I'll just recap. The front is very different from the DBX 550. Why? Because in order to push this kind of horsepower, they need 20% more air, right? And in order to do that, right, they need to enlarge the whole frontal area almost by 80%. So the intake area of the front has been massively increased in order for the car to breathe, to suck in that much air. That also means that, you know, initially they have the rectangle daytime running lights where the intakes go in between. That's a very nice touch, but it's in no way enough to fit what this car needs now. So the cooling system has been thoroughly upgraded, the engine upgraded, the transmission upgraded, the clutch, the differential, the limited slip differential is all round. Alright, now with the introduction of the DBX 707, this rim is also made available, 23 inch. Now this is optional. The standard option will be 22 inch. Okay, and of course these carbon blades are optional. The external carbon is optional. This is optional. Alright, but why I think this car is a freaking bargain is because for 1.098 million, the standard equipments are amazing. Alright, you get panoramic roof, okay, you get carbon ceramic discs, okay, you get a 22-inch gloss black wheel, and all the options in the car are available. The soft closed doors are standard as well. So this car, in terms of standard equipment, right, it is fully spec'd. So that makes it really worthwhile. You see the dial in the middle, that is different from the DBX 550. Only this one comes with the dial. Okay, now let's go to the back. Let me show you the standard equipment as well. The spoiler is standard equipment, but the carbon bits are not. Down here, the diffuser is standard equipment as well, and the sports exhaust are standard. So by buying the standard DBX 707, even before you spec up, I'll give you an example. This car is spec to 1.5 million. There are almost 400,000 worth of specifications on this car. The special paint, this is not a wrap, this is a special paint, and then the gloss black treatments, the different badge. Alright, these are not standard. And also the smoke tail lamp. This is the smoke tail lamp, which is an option as well. And of course the wheels, 23-inch wheels, these are optional as well. And there are dual tone stitches, dual tone leather in there, that is also an option. But the standard one comes with all these things, you know, which is the panoramic roof, the powered tailgate, the diffuser, the sports exhaust, 22-inch wheels, soft closed doors. All those are already there, and the carbon interior inlays are standard in this car. So for 1 million, you already get all these things. So just think about it, only 1 million, right? Monthly is what, 11,000? And you put this car in Langkawi, and 2 years later you pay, 2 years later let's say you pay about 400,000, 3 to 400,000 ringgit, and you get the car out, and it's a bargain. Okay, so congratulations to the first owner of DBX 707 in Malaysia. This is a beautiful car. Don't worry, everybody is very nice. They say no sitting in the car, nobody sat in. Okay, and I'm sure they will do the PDI and clean it up for you later on. Okay, but this is really nice. Okay, and for those of you who don't know, Aston Martin's badges are made by another company. It's not made by Aston Martin. Why? That company is called Volton. It is a jewelry maker in London. It is a 200-over-year-old company that produces jewelries. So every piece of Aston Martin logo on the car is a jewelry. It's made of expensive metal materials, enamels and all that. Alright, so yep, this is the, before I finish, what else I need to add on? Official time 3.3, but I clock 3.1, actually even below 3.1. If I just truncate it, it's actually 3.06. And what else? It is also the only super sports SUV in its segment that has a near 50-50 weight ratio. The others, which is the Bentayga, the Cayenne, the Urus, which came from the same family, they are closer to 60-40. Alright, so this gives the car a very neutral handling dynamic. Alright, it handles really well. Alright, so do come over here if you want to spec your own car. You have all these to go through, what thread to stitch, which type of leather to match, what type of inlay you want, the type of paint you want. But I highly recommend buy the stock standard, because it comes with every single option almost. Just you don't get the larger rims. Think about it, and you don't get the smoke tail lamp. Okay, smoke tail lamp is really nice, so if you spec it, that would be cool. Alright, but I would just buy this bare standard one and leave it in Langkawi. It's beautiful. Alright, so yep, this is the Aston Martin DBX. Alright, and those are those bespoke luggages that you can also order from Aston Martin that will fit your boot beautifully. Alright, yep, amazing car, amazing car. Just to let you guys have a look, the standard ones you will see silver here. I mean, it's not silver color, but it's actually satin chrome. But this is aluminium. This is like, this whole handle is made of solid aluminium, but this is anodized to a dark bronze color. Okay, the inlays over there are stock standard. Okay, and of course, what's special would be this, the rotary knob over there. I'll wait for her to finish before I walk in. Alright, there's also a wireless charger down there. Okay, all this comes as standard. Very nice. Alright, and the seats, there's a two-tone effect on the seat, as you can see in this one, which is an option. This is what makes it different. from the standard one. Alright? Other than that, it looks exactly the same inside out. And what's the last thing I need to add? This is also the most spacious in its segment. Okay, yeah. Apart from being the fastest, you know, the best in every measure, it is also the most spacious. Okay? Yeah, that's the Aston Martin DBX 707. Alright? What a car. What a car. Hand built.